You ready?
Let's do it.
Squad. I mean, it's been turning up with her. The girl around us and she loving her. If we don't know you, don't go close to her. If you with your gang, let me hear you say squad.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. This is episode 12, season 2 of the Reed Talking Listening Podcast. I am your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host, Trey Reed. How you doing tonight, man?
Not good at all. Not good.
Not good. That ain't good to hear, man. What's troubling you?
Shit, man, we had tag soup this weekend.
Tag soup this weekend. Man, I wasn't gonna hop into it that early, but goodness.
Shit, man, first time we didn't got smoked and shit. Well, it's been doing it for 3 years. It's the first year, so we 2-1. 2-1 in South Dakota ain't bad.
Yeah, 2-1 ain't bad, man, and it was a good trip. We had some unfortunate weather circumstances, barometric pressure, all that shit that you never really think about. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, it's South Dakota. It's saying November we should be averaging somewhere between 45, 50 degrees, but hell, we had some 60, 70 degree days.
I know, man. Last day there, kind of upsetting. Knowing what was going on, you get in the blind in that afternoon hunt, and you're taking off clothes. You kind of already know the deal.
Yep.
But hey, anytime in the woods, anytime in the blind is a good time, man.
Oh yeah, I would say a bad day in the woods beat a good day at work.
I'm telling you. Big facts, though, man. Big facts. But I will say this: I've been saying leading up to the trip that I wanted to, take in the sights, sit down, you know what I'm saying, and see. And I did. I had some turkeys walk in on me one morning and one afternoon. I never have really seen a turkey that looks like that, that big, that close to me. One of them came in, about, 5-6 yards from the blind, just walking around right there. So that was legit. I mean, ton of doe by me. I even saw some doe get shot at. I even shot at a couple of doe, a little difficult shot, but hey, it was a good, all in all, I did what I wanted to do. Obviously, I didn't put any meat on the ground, but I definitely did everything I wanted to do besides that on the trip.
Oh yeah, and it's all anytime you're in the woods, it's a learning lesson. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out, what the deer are doing. You know what I'm saying? And figuring out their patterns and everything. And even me, so I've been hunting for a little bit now, and I'm just now getting to the point where I know what stage of the rut is going on and how to hunt that stage of the season.
Exactly, man. Exactly, and it was still a good deal too. Like even just like watching the bucks, like I feel like I did kind of get stuck on a buck. You know what I mean? You probably shouldn't do that when you're just free range hunting. But I kind of, after I saw that buck on that first morning, I wanted him. That's the buck I wanted to kill. So I was willing to sit in that same stand every single day, or whatever, or move to where I thought he would be chasing, or call, or grunt, or rattle, or whatever I thought.
Man, like you said, it's hard when you're doing free range deer because you know what I'm saying. 1 minute they could be on your property, and the next minute they travel 10 miles in a rut. You know what I'm saying? Just chasing the doe down. So, I mean, you hate to get stuck on a buck, but sometimes it's kind of like Ahab and Moby Dick. You just get fixated on that one particular buck, and there's a lot of hunters out there that they go 4, 5, 6 seasons chasing one buck, and a lot of times they don't end up the way they want to.
Exactly, man. But I'm not gonna say I'm chasing them still or whatever. But hopefully we do catch them. I hope you get them before the season's over. First of all, but if you don't, hopefully we catch them on the game, on game cams throughout the summer and spring, and we'll have another go at them next year.
Well, the thing is, man, pull the game cams and looking at it, bro, he was coming back every night, like at the food plot. He was coming back to the food plot every night. It's just he was coming back when we weren't there, exactly. And he knows what he's doing during the daytime. So Yeah.
Exactly. Saw him in the morning, walk out. Saw him run back in one night. Never had a shot on him at all like that. But like I said, man, I did everything I wanted to do while I was there. It was a good trip. Sad news, I will say, did get some sad news while I was there. One of my favorite beloved spots won't be there next year. Little feller.
Oh, no, yeah, no little feller. It's it got sold, man. It got sold.
Hey, make your money, man. I'm not upset with that, but I'm gonna miss those chicken strips. That's all I
Oh,
got to say.
yeah, them chicken strips gonna be a heartbreaker. What I don't want to happen is uh what I don't want to happen is the new spot come in and try to duplicate the chicken strips.
Oh no.
Yeah. Hey, your boy, Cam.
Hey, I told him what I was gonna do. I told him what I was gonna do. I made that call. Hey, Windstream, baby. Hey, I switch on you.
Hey, man, I made the call too to my internet provider. I'm getting whole house, man, because for some odd reason my TV upstairs, it just like I'm watching YouTube, it's just getting slow, and it's just I was like, you know what, give me whole house, man.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to go on. You're gonna have to rewind Meat Eater because I probably watched like.
Man, bro, I already watched it 3 or 4 times, bro.
I'm gonna say I watched all the episodes that night. But man, good trip, man. Appreciate it like always.
Oh,
But I'm on a mission right now. I'm on a mission to get Soldier Boy out there in the woods to hunt, man.
why Soldier Boy out of all people?
Because man, every time he touches something, it's viral. It's viral, bro.
Man,
He loves viral things.
just
Think
imagine,
about Soldier Boy in the woods, Big Draco.
bro, if we were to get Soldier Boy in the woods, and not only get him there is gonna be big, but then he put something down,
Big Draco.
it might change the hunting game, bro. It might like as far as for African Americans getting out hunting, it's gonna be a huge spike.
Hey, that's what I told him. That's what I told him, bro. He built the skate park in his backyard. I'm like, no. I'm not saying don't skate, but hey, I got something better than that.
Yeah, get an archery range back there.
I got something better than that. Yeah, exactly. Bro, think about hey, come on, man. SOD camo hoodies. Come on, man. Come on, man.
No, man, yeah, we dreaded Archer, man. You can get SOD. We can't be sharing brands.
Hey, I'm telling you. I was doing some research on Soldier Boy, man. We can share some brands. We can share some brands. But no, I am about to get because I want to see what it's like. Because I seen some bad reviews, and then I seen some things that say like the people that are reviewing this game are just trying to block Soldier Boy out of the gaming world, the tech world, whatever. So I'm gonna get one and see what it's about. The handheld TRDR Soldier console.
Bro, let me tell you, wow, when it comes to reviews, man, I don't read them anymore. For the sole purpose of there are people out there that their sole job is to just hate. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Hey. Their sole job is to hate. So they'll go in and write a bad review and they've never even bought the product.
Yeah.
Then prime example. So, of course I shoot Matthews, right?
Yeah.
So Matthews just came out with the new V3X. Now, I just purchased a V3 literally a couple months ago. Yeah. It's the same bow. They may have added 2 or 3 new things on it, but it's the same bow. There's already people out talking shit about the bow, and it hadn't even hit the market yet. Like there's a handful of people that got them, and they shoot for T Matthews, so they're not going to talk crap about it. But all the people that's running their mouth about it has never even got their hands on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like what are the bad reviews for? Y'all haven't even got a chance to shoot it. So I don't pay attention to reviews at all unless it comes to like restaurant stuff. Then I kind of start weighing in on it.
Exactly, but then also like with the restaurant stuff, like your experience might not be my experience, and my experience probably won't ever be your experience.
I'll give you a try. Actually, I'll give you 2 tries. I'll give you 2 tries, and that's it.
And that's a better wrap. All right, man. College sports. We gotta touch it every week. We gotta touch it because we're getting down to the nitty gritty.
The nitty gritty.
We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Also, quick update: Deion Sanders, Jackson State. Phenomenal season they're having down there. Deion Sanders on the sideline after his foot surgery. Huge win. Hugs his sons. What? Give me your take on that.
Dude, I actually was like, why is Dion in a wheelchair? I got kind of freaked out, but it was in a successful foot surgery. So I mean, then I saw him hug Shador, and man, it was like a real emotional moment, man. Like, what I'm saying? You could tell him and his sons have a really close relationship, man. And he really cared about their success and just basically, being around them and being able to coach them. And that was a real emotional moment. It was good to see on TV, what I'm saying? 'Cause we don't see a lot of that. Uh, we don't get portrayed like that in the media a lot. So to see, what I'm saying, father and son, black father and son having that emotional moment was real good.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. But also in the college game, we got.
Mm. Hey,
Okay, 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 okay. Hey, hold me accountable. Okay, then.
hey,
Arkansas did beat LSU. I think the reason why I forgot even to say anything about that game, not only was I on the hunting trip, but that game became so irrelevant.
yep, it did.
Did it not? It had so much potential at the beginning of the season. You know what I mean? Like Arkansas is a better team this year. They can come through and they run the gauntlet. Remember that in my week 4, was that week 4 or 5? Everybody was like, "Oh, if they could run the gauntlet, they could be such a team." But they didn't.
They didn't. It
They
didn't mean
did, and neither and LSU's Garbo too. I'm gonna keep saying that LSU's trash too. So it kind of dumbed it down a little bit. But hey, like I said, I give props to the Hogs. They did go down
they did go.
LSU and handle up.
They,
So
they handled up, but I mean, the game didn't mean anything.
exactly, that's what I mean. Like they still do their thing or whatever, but it was just such a I don't even know toilet bowl game. I don't even know what to call it. But it lost its hype. Like nobody even talked about it. Like
No,
even Arkansas fans,
well,
was just crazy.
but even this, like we were sitting there watching games, while we're eating dinner, and it was a bigger hype around Cincinnati versus um
USF
USF.
because
Was around that game,
they had to blow them out, and more people were concerned about them blowing USF out
right?
than Arkansas beating LSU. But I want to say this though. Kudos to the fans this year, I believe. Give me some hand claps, man. Give me some claps or something. Give me some claps. Kudos to the Arkansas fans right here. Y'all finally, I feel like, know your place in this world. Okay? Arkansas beats LSU. And I have a lot of Arkansas fans that I follow on social media on all platforms, right?
Okay.
Arkansas beats LSU and it's not flooded. It's not flooded.
I was expecting it when I saw they won. I was like, "Oh man, it's gonna be."
There's nowhere back post. I mean, give me, come on, give me some more. Give me some more of that. There was just that y'all finally figured it out. I appreciate that. And as a football fan who is set aside all team rights and is just a fan of the sport this year, I can really come from a place of appreciation with that, Arkansas fans. Shout out to y'all again.
Right.
Gotta take a drink on that one. Oh man, but give me your take on the college football season, man. Where's it headed? Where are we going?
Man, I'm very interested to see what's going to happen between Georgia and Alabama in the SEC championship. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe I don't think it even matters. I know people are making it a big deal, but I think if if Alabama beats Georgia, Georgia's still going to make the college football playoff. Now, if Georgia beats Bama, I still think Bama going to make the playoff. Because they just have to squeeze two SEC teams in.
And it's just, and I hate to say it, man. I hate to say it. It just makes for better football. It makes for a better playoff. It does. Yep. Okay. And also, but I want to ask you this right here, because I've seen this a couple places too. Does Georgia lose on purpose? Do they make Georgia lose? Are we gonna see the horrible pass interference calls? Are we gonna see crazy holding penalties? Is
No,
Georgia gonna be forced to lose this game so it's easy to keep them both in it?
no, they're gonna let it play out how it is gonna play out, and I think Georgia just beat them. All right.
I think Georgia will beat them too. That's what I'm saying. If Bama comes out and just donkey stomps this out of Georgia?
Now, if that's the case, if Bama comes in and blow them out, they're gonna fall out the top four.
Oh no! How?
Just getting beat. I mean, if I'm talking
By
like
Bama, it's a loss to Bama. It doesn't matter how bad it is. It's a loss to Bama. It's not a loss to. It's not a loss. It's not a loss to like a. I don't even know. I don't want to disrespect. It's not a loss to Arkansas. You know what I mean? It's a loss to Bama. It's not gonna kick them out of the top four. I don't think. But if I also want to say this: if you're behind the Georgia or Alabama, I don't know. I mean, I guess A&M like, oh, we beat Bama, whatever. But if you're behind Alabama or Georgia, can you honestly say you can walk into the playoff and beat them boys?
no,
I don't think you can.
nope, not at all. I mean, any team that's on the cup, all you're doing is just setting yourself up to get beat in the first round.
Yeah, I guess everybody's like that. Any given Saturday, you never know what might happen. You get in there. If I can just get in, you know what I mean? Like dollar in a dream type shit.
Yeah. See, Cam, we put some respect on it, but we're just saying, if hey, if it was a loss to Arkansas, it'd be devastating to either team.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be devastating to Georgia, definitely. They already beat Alabama.
Who?
Wait, didn't no, never mind. I
Boy?
don't know how I thought that Arkansas beat Alabama. No, they beat
No, you didn't think that.
I did think that.
You didn't think that. you must have fell out the tree stand and didn't tell us this weekend.
Who beat Bama? That was
A&M.
A&M. There you go.
Yeah, A&M beat Bama. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if Arkansas beat Bama or Georgia, it'd be devastating to both teams, and they'd fall out. They fall out.
Arkansas versus Georgia. Hey, check this out.
That's
Hey, check this out. Moving on from college, going to the pros, going to the NFL, the big boys. Your Dallas Cowboys, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm not like I'm one of them people. I'm one of them fans. I know the history of the Cowboys, and they showing out right now. They are, but I'm telling you, December is not their month. Just it's not their month.
So it's we're have to have a fizzle, okay? Because you win, you beat. But boo to y'all though. Like the Arkansas, I normally put the Arkansas fans and Cowboys fans on the same level, but like I said, Arkansas fans, I feel like they know where they are now. But the Cowboys beat Atlanta, and y'all are going nuts right now. Oh, look at that! I told y'all we're still here. We are. It's Atlanta.
Beat Kansas City next week. If we beat Kansas City
Kansas City, but they're even on the struggle bus. But I think they'll beat y'all. I think the Diggs is about to get exposed a little bit, and they're gonna beat y'all.
Yeah, because they'll put him on Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill will burn the shot of him.
Hey, he definitely won't be able to be looking in the backfield. I'll tell you that. You looking in the backfield holding Tyreek, you lost.
Well, see, we got the Chiefs, we got the Raiders, and we got the Saints. Then Washington. Then we got New York. Then Washington again.
Hey, Washington beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but Washington ain't got they ain't got their big man no more.
Yeah, he tore his ACL in that game, but hey, they beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but man, I think Tampa just kind of coasting because they know they're gonna make the playoffs.
Bro, you're not just going out there and beating Tampa Bay. You got to have some type of solid lineup to beat Tampa Bay. If you can beat Tampa Bay, you can beat Dallas.
See, people sleep on the Washington defense. That defense is really good.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
they just get
Tampa Bay's just better coach. Tampa Bay's way better coach than Dallas, and they beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but hell, I hate to say this, but say we almost beat Tampa Bay, but we had them in just bad coaching at the end.
Yeah, you had them in the cuffs, but I think Dallas has a Super Bowl caliber team right now. I'll go ahead and say it. It hurts my heart to even say this. But Dallas has a Super Bowl caliber team. The reason why Dallas will not win a Super Bowl is because the offensive coordinator is Kellen Moore.
I got nothing to say about Kellen. You know, Kellen Moore is gonna be. He's the next head coach for Dallas Cowboys. He gonna be the. They already putting him. They already putting him in the.
I'm telling you, bro.
They already getting him ready, groomed up. The next head coach for Dallas Cowboys. Mark my word.
And it's gonna be another like the drought is gonna go for so long. How long do Cowboys fans let the drought be? Is the drought acceptable?
You ain't got man. You ain't got no choice. Like none you can
What
do.
do you mean? Leave. You
Uh,
don't have to be a Cowboy fan.
you don't have to be, but you know it's just in case. You don't want to be that Cowboy fan
Oh, just in case.
who jumped the ship and then the next year they went Super Bowl. Then you over there sitting looking like Charlie Brown.
I will say this. If Atlanta would have came out this year busting people's noggins, I would have been very, very, very upset.
Yeah, but man, I don't know, man. Atlanta, they got a lot. They got a lot they got to work on. They need to get rid of Matt Ryan. It's about
Yeah,
time. Sometimes you got to put him out the pasture.
you gotta put him out the pasture.
And you
Yeah.
know, and that's a show that's a topic that I want to do on another show. Like as an organization, when is it time to let your you have a star player in whatever position? When's the time to let them know, like, hey man, it's probably about time for you to hang it up?
People are they become your friend, like family. Like think about it. If you're there with this guy the whole time, because if a new coach comes in, hey, it's time for you to go. We're gonna go a different direction. Whatever they say to him, they get him out of there. But think about whenever now this guy is your friend, your brother. You know what I'm saying? You this coach or GM and this quarterback have been together his entire career. You've watched him come in as a 23-year-old dude, and now he's 37. You seen him have his first kid, his second kid, his third kid. Hell, you might have been at the hospital. I don't know what your relationship is, but it's close at this point.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? You having dinner at his house, he having dinner at your house. His kids play with your kids, whatever it might be. Now y'all are locked in. Y'all are tied in. How do you go to this guy who's now your friend and say, "Hey," and he's telling you every day how much he loves the game.
Right?
He's telling you every day how much he thinks he still got it, and you're slowly watching him decline. How do you go to your friend and tell him, "Hey, it's time for you to move around, or it's
We
time for you to move on"?
well, you just said it. It's his friend, and,
Yeah,
and
but
but check it. It's like this, bro. Because let's say I was in the NFL right now, right? Now you, my brother. I'm pretty sure you would come to me and be like, "Hey, bro, I know you still think you got it, but I'm telling you, as a from the outside looking in, it ain't looking good for you, G. Leave on your sword or on your shield. Go out on your own terms. Don't let us be the people making the call. Just be like, hey man, look, it's time for me to dip.
yeah, and I'm gonna tell you that, and then I can tell you that, and then you gonna say, "No, I still got it. The game been good to me." But when you tell me I still got it, I'm gonna be like, "All right, I'm not gonna fire you. I can't. I
You
can't fire you.
can know
I can't fire you. I know what that's gonna do to you. I know what that's gonna look like. I can't fire you.
well, okay, you can't fire me, but I'm gonna tell you what I
I
would do.
can't bench you. So
Listen,
what am I?
listen.
So what do I do?
I'm gonna tell you. And you might be like, dang, bro, that's hard. If it was reversed, say I was coaching for the Saints and you playing, you need to go on and call it quits. And you're like, no, gee, I still got it. I still got it.
Lost Trey there, I guess. I'm still rolling. I don't know what happened. I guess I got my internet fixed. He didn't get his. That boy there, boy. I try to tell that young man it's all about the hardwire. We don't play that. We don't play that extra. But once a player is locked in with a team, I'll go ahead. I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking crazy. Once a player is locked in with a team, they are locked in. They are not. Once they become family and friends with these owners or these GMs, they are not going to
All right, I'm back.
fire their friend. They're not going to replace their friend. That's just not going to happen. But go ahead and say what you were going to say.
No, I'm saying. So, what was the last thing you heard?
The last thing I heard was you say, when I tell you that I still got it, then you said what you would
All
do.
right, if I told you, Scott, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put you in a position to fail, and once
You're
you
not,
fail, I'm gonna use that as an excuse to.
but what if I don't fail? You might not be able to put me in a position to fail. What if I don't fail? Matt Ryan's technically not failing. His numbers aren't tragic. He just isn't the guy that's going to win you a Super Bowl. That's where it comes into play. It's not the fact that his numbers are garbage. It's not the fact that he's really just playing horrible. But he's just not the guy that's going to win you a Super Bowl, and they're not able to put him in a position to fail. They're not able to get rid of him. It's tragic. So he's kind of stuck there. It's like limbo for your team. There's nothing you can do. And it gives I guess it kind of holds up the progress of the league, I would say. Cuz Matt Ryan should be out of there and we should be seeing some young guy. We should be seeing some young guy take over and blossom in Atlanta right now. I don't know who that would be because a lot of the young guys aren't, panning out to be what they might right what we thought they would be. Sam Darnold, tragic. We don't even know about the Jones kid right now. He's still on the fence in New York. I mean, that's also another issue. The quarterback game. There's not very many good quarterbacks still around. There's not very many quarterbacks out there to choose from. So if you got a guy who's giving you consistent numbers, why would you let him go for a maybe when you know for sure we got it? We can at least get about 6 wins out of him every year. At least we won't be at the bottom of the map. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
that goes like that, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap on the old quarterback, especially quarterback. Now, if it's a defensive guy, if it's a running back, they gonna get his ass up out of there. But if it's a quarterback and they become friends, they watch this guy blossom, especially if they drafted him, he ain't going nowhere, man. And it's gonna be like that for a long time. I hate that it holds up the progress of the league, but it's gonna be like that for a long time.
I don't know, like I think the Patriots they do a good job of that shit. They may ship him in, ship him out.
Boy, Tom Brady was there for 19 years.
Yeah, but he was winning. He wasn't showing over. He wasn't showing no signs of decline,
He was showing signs of decline.
bro. He was winning Super Bowls.
He was showing signs of decline. He showed signs of decline.
All right. So Cam said, who in your opinion is the next Breeze slash Matt Ryan?
Oh man, that's tough, man. The injury bug is out there right now, but I guess the next Breeze slash Matt Ryan, like who? There's not. I guess there's not really any guys that are next up for that right now.
Dude, I don't think we're gonna see that anymore, man. I think teams are gonna
I
start
guess
getting.
A-Rod, Aaron Rodgers. He's the next oldest guy up that'll be fading out here soon.
Yeah, but see, the only thing about that is he played for a team that the city has ownership in the team. You know what I'm saying? It's the only team in the NFL that's like that.
Yeah, but I mean, shit. That don't mean they. It's the same shit. It's the same shit as the owners having ownership in the team. They're
Yeah, but
friends with Aaron Rodgers now. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? Until he wanted to leave, he ain't gonna even let him go. You know what I'm
No,
like?
I think he's the last one. I think this next breed of not next breed, but this next slew of quarterbacks coming through. You're getting two and you're done. You're moving you around.
You getting to what years?
You get no. I'm saying you get two bad. You're getting two bad seasons. You get two bad seasons in a row. You done.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But the thing about it is, the reason why I need to take that back. I don't agree with that. Thing about it is, the guy that's not coming in and playing immediately, he's going to be getting that organization because, like I said, they're going to watch him grow up. He sits behind a guy for 3 or 4 or 5 years, and they watch him grow up and have his, like I said, have them babies, marry somebody. Now you family. When you start your time to shine, okay, they're gonna give you your leash gonna be a lot longer.
Yeah.
Your leash is, and that's just how the game goes. I don't think that's gonna change, man. And that's how you get those guys like a Drew Brees, and you get those guys like a Phillip Rivers who stayed in San Diego forever. You
17.
get the, yeah, you get those guys, Romos. You get the, they just stay around forever because the organization loves them.
Yeah. Who knows, man? Maybe it'll be when all the current owners when their kids take over.
But I think the reason, if we do stop seeing it, I think the reason will be because of how physical everybody is, and all the quarterbacks are now starting to turn into the athletic Michael Vick, move around a little bit more style quarterbacks. Even if they aren't that fast, everybody wants to run it. Josh Allen, you know what I
Right.
mean? Those type guys, they're running the ball as well. You know what I mean? So even not like electrifying runners are still running. Like being a quarterback, that's in the description now. You got to be mobile.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
think that'll be the reason why we don't see it. Because getting outside we all know what happens when you get outside the pocket.
Yeah. I mean, it all depends on who you are too, because Cam got to the pocket and he didn't get them calls like other quarterbacks would.
Exactly what I'm saying. When you get outside the pocket, you get hit. And Cam got hurt. He got hit and he got hurt.
Yep.
Not arguing the fact that he didn't get calls that everybody else got, but just saying.
He got hit. He got hurt. That's true.
Speaking of Cam, I got a question to ask you. Okay, so Cam Newton did not start that game,
Okay.
right?
Right.
I don't want to get the guy's name wrong, so I'm not going to even say it, but it's the guy from the XFL. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. He gets that. That's his win, right?
Technically, yes.
That's his win. He started the game, did not play horrible, did not play bad at all. I think he was,
He was
65.
22 for 29.
Yeah, he was high percentage on the passing rate. Cam rushes for a touchdown, throws for a touchdown in his first game back. Cool. But did we do this guy a disservice? I'm doing him a disservice right now. I'm about to fix that. But did we do this? Did we do him a disservice?
Yeah, because now you let Cam come. Well, not let he let Cam come back. Cam came back. They brought him back. They got him in the game, and he shined. Now your starter is now looking over his shoulder, like, are they going to replace him with me? I mean, or replace me with him, or you replace him with me? No, are they going to replace me with him? You know what I'm saying? Like he looking over his shoulders now. So now you just put all this doubt into your starter. So his mindset is all kind of jacked up right now.
I can't even find this guy's name right now. But hey, I think his last name was Walker. I think his last name was Walker. But anyway, I do think we did him a disservice. I love Cam Newton. I think I'm a humongous fan. I think he's awesome. I told y'all at the beginning of the season that I thought he was going to come out and have a great season with the Patriots. And Philip Walker. All right, I think that's it. I don't know. I think they might call him PJ or something maybe, but something like that.
Yep, they call him PJ.
All right, there we go. PJ Walker comes from the XFL. Was cold in the XFL. Obviously good enough to get a contract in the NFL. He started that game, played pretty well. Cam Newton comes in, does what Cam does, and we only talk about Cam.
Well, I mean, you got to know that coming in because with the return of Cam, Carolina loved Cam. They didn't want to see him go, but it is what it is. He comes back, and it's kind of a good comeback story because at the end of the day, no one knows who PJ Walker is. You know what I'm saying? Talking about PJ Walker is not going to get people attention on ESPN, on ABC, none of that stuff. So it's better to talk about the name that people already know, and you get the ratings. It's all about ratings.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It just kind of upset me a little bit. I thought dude did his due diligence, worked his ass off, got in the spot. You know what I mean? Things happen, like they always tell you. Next man up, he steps up, gets the job done, and then everybody talks about Cam. Uh, I guess it comes with the territory, but it kind of hurt me a little bit.
I mean, yeah, I mean it sucks, but at the end of the day, I don't think he. I mean, I don't know the man, but he might not care. Might be like, I did my thing, and that check cleared, so I'm cool. Some people don't.
that,
Some people don't care about the fame, man. They just like, what? I went out there, I got to play, I did my job, I'm cool.
yeah, I feel that. I feel that. But speaking of things that hurt me, man, this one hurt. This one hurt. I think this one hurt everybody. I think this hurt, the entire community, especially if you're involved in the rap music, if you're involved in drill culture, anything like that, like we are. This one right here, this was a big one right here. This was a big one. Young Dolph, Memphis rapper, gunned down, man. Another person gunned down in their hometown, man, in their city. Give me your take on it.
Bruh, it's getting old. Truth be told, it's getting old. I'm tired of seeing the old, oh, we gotta stop this. Things gotta change. Why we doing this to ourselves? We as fans, we egg this shit on. We do. You know what I'm saying? If we find out that a rapper ain't living the life we talking about, we talk crap about him, or his career goes to nothing. You know what I'm saying? For a while, you remember Slim Jesus?
Yep.
Slim Jesus was up and coming in the drill scene. And then when Chief Keef and them guys pressed him, he was like, "Hey man, I'm doing this shit for fun." His career went down because he not really about that life. So it's to the point now where guys are looking and like, I gotta be about that life. For real. I gotta stay in that life. And then when that life catch up to you and the stuff that you rap about happened to you, now it's sad. And I'm like, I understand people are sad because somebody lost their life, but at the end of the day, this is what we want. As they say back in Gladiator, are you not entertained? This all the music that we listen to is, let's say what it is death music. I'm a killer, brother. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And truth be told, yeah, people are sad, but you want to know what they're waiting for?
Somebody to die.
The retaliation. They're waiting for the next foot to drop. They're waiting for the next foot to drop. This because it's not real to you. Now, if you live in Memphis and you knew Dolph,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's real to you. But somebody like me in South Dakota, you in Texarkana, hey, it's not real to us because we're not directly connected to it. So we think it's all just happening on, what I'm saying, on the internet, what I'm saying, on social media. But these guys, not only the guys rapping, but the people listening to it, they believe this is how they get their clout. And if I'm an up and coming guy in Memphis, and I'm not saying up and coming musician, I'm saying up and coming guy in the street.
Yeah.
And I want to earn my stripes. What better way to take out, what I'm saying, one of the biggest breadwinners in Memphis? That's how you get your stripes.
Yeah. Exactly, man. It's crazy, right? It's crazy out here. It's crazy. So you're absolutely right. We this is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. You come out with when rappers, let's just say when rappers beef, right?
Right.
All right. So rappers they're having beef. And one rapper comes out and they say, hey, I don't like this dude, you know what I'm saying? He is such and such, he is such and such. When I see him, it's on site, blah, 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 blah. Then the other dude come out, hey, you ain't gonna do nothing to me, man. Come on, bro. What you talking about? You ain't about that life, blah, blah, blah. We get on and comment who we think is the real one or who's the fake one. That's all we do. Who we think's the real one, who's the fake one. So whoever we calling the fake one,
He got to show you not.
He got to show he's not the fake one. He's got to show he's not the fake one. And then, like you said, with the street clout, which because that's where it all came from. We got to remember that too. These guys had a life before rap.
Exactly.
So let's not get it twisted. Because I also see a lot of people, oh, Dolph was the best family man, and he took care of his kids. And I'm not saying he didn't do that. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying he didn't take care of his kids. I'm not saying he wasn't a family man. I'm not saying he didn't put everybody on. Mr. Put You On. That was his name at one point. Exactly. I'm not saying that he wasn't out here doing that. But before the millions, before the fame, what was Young Dolph
before
doing? What was he doing? What was he doing in the streets? We don't know that. We don't know how we don't know how far his past has come to catch up with him. We don't know if this is something that from something that somebody said last week, or we don't know if it's something that somebody said back when he was in high school.
Right.
We don't know.
Yep.
So we also got to remember these guys have two lives, the lives that we get to see every single day when he's driving his cars and at his big mansion and with his family and with his kids and handing out turkeys and doing all. That's the life we see. And then these guys also have a life on that second phone over there where they talking, hey, move this around, move that around. Hey, get on that, do that, do that, do that. Right. We got to remember that. As fans of the culture, fans of the music, we have to remember that. These guys are living, some of them are living the stuff that they're talking about or they used to, and now it's catching up to them.
But why do we, but you know, and it's weird to me because we get shocked when stuff like this happens. But it's like, why are we shocked? You know what I'm saying? Why are we shocked? The person just told you what they do. I can have my little ones come get you. You don't think somebody else got little ones that can come get you?
Exactly.
Like I said, we breed this culture. You know what I'm saying? We breed it. But then when it comes to your front door, it's like, man, like another one. But it'd be different if it was far and in between these deaths. We just had Mo 3 was this summer.
I think it's like a year. They're all like a year apart.
Yeah, about a year apart. Well, hell, Mo 3's anniversary was what, a couple weeks ago.
It's all about it's like a week apart. They're all like a year apart. I mean,
yeah. So you know what I'm saying? It's usually around the same time something happens. You know what I'm saying? And it's our fault for being fans of it. The record label, it's their fault because they push it. You know what I'm saying? But people got to understand this too. And I just found this out, you know what I'm saying, this week. These record companies sign these cats, you know what I'm saying? And they know they know they live in this way. These record companies are putting life insurance policies on these guys.
Yep.
And then the money that the guy's paying the label back for is paying for the insurance policy.
Yep.
So they get money. They're gonna get money when you come in the game, and they're gonna get money if you get taken out the game. They get money coming and go. They get money coming and going.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of this shit just comes with the territory, right? Like if I pick up my phone right now and it tells me Lil Durk has been shot and killed in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm not gonna be surprised. Would you?
No, because I mean that's the life.
I may be surprised at the way it happened. Like I think even in this situation, am I surprised that Young Dolph was killed or shot and killed in Memphis? No, I'm not. Now if he'd been shot and killed somewhere else, maybe I would have. But he's been shot multiple times now in his career, and shot at. So much so that his cars are bulletproof. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I think I'm more surprised at in the way it happened. I think I'm more surprised than the life you used to live. You know who you are. You know the beefs you have. You know more than we know.
Right.
You know how much beef. You know how hot your name is in the streets more than we do. You are the only person who would be driving through the streets of Memphis in that hood with that car, in that color, those rims, all that good shit.
Yeah.
You are the only person. You walk into an all glass establishment. I don't care how good how much up how far up your guard is. You are in the open. What's the motto? If you can be seen, you can be touched.
Yep.
You know the lifestyle you're living and you know the beef you have, and That's where you go. That's how you move. Do you believe you're untouchable?
Yep. I mean, some people believe they do. And Cam said it at the spot you've been blowing up on social media. He was there a week ago.
They missed you last time.
Yep.
They ain't gonna miss you again. Oh,
Here's
Dolph coming to the hood?
Yep. Well, they probably already knew because he was originally there because he was doing his annual turkey his turkey not giveaway, but turkey giveaway or turkey. What do you call it?
Turkey drive, I guess you would say.
Annual
But this is
turkey.
my thing. But you can do a turkey drive from afar. You
No.
got people.
I was just getting to that. Yo, to all these young cats out here that's in that music life, is living that scene. Once you make it, I know you want to be that guy to, hey, I'm real. I come back to the hood. Can't nobody tell me that I can't come back to my hood. I even heard a guy on YouTube today say, Bill Gates can go back to his hood. Bill Gates don't come from no lifestyle where people trying to kill him.
Yeah.
He can go back home. Because guess what? He can go, because anyway, Bill Gates go back home. The people he going back home to probably ain't starving. You know what I'm saying? If you making millions and you come back to your hood and you flossing it, one, you got people you grew up with that seen you with it, that they ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And they want it, and I can get it from you. You got people that you probably crossed in your past that now this is opportunity for me to get my stripes up on you. You got young cats coming up in the game. They can get their stripes up on you. You are a target. I know you want to come back home and help. You got to help from afar. Don't look back. Don't write back. Don't come back. Have people do it for you.
Exactly.
You can, if I was him, I'm doing a turkey drive. I'm getting somebody get a camera. Hey y'all, this is Young Dolph. This weekend for break for Thanksgiving, we have a turkey drive. Come down to local Boys and Girls Club. Talk to Miss Such and Such, and they'll get you hooked up. Dolph out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you play it, and you get news people to put it all over the news, all over social media. Everybody know that the turkeys at the Boys and Girl Club came from Dolph. You help.
You help.
You send people there. You from there. You got people on the ground. Hey man, I'm gonna send you $500,000. I want you to go put up new basketball goals and this and that and the third in the hood, and call it. You know what I'm saying? Dolph Plaza. Who knows? You don't gotta come back because when you do, you are a target no matter what. Just you can't, and it sucks.
But you have to remember where you come. You remember where you come from. That's the thing. Like you remember where you come from.
Yep.
You know what it was like. You know what y'all were doing. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'll just take it to Chicago for a second, just because I know me and you both I went deep down off into that, all that whole war in Iraq and all that good stuff. You or your close friend has killed whoever's brother, cousin, sister,
friend,
whatever. You know that. You know that they've been looking for you for years. Whether you and that guy, the actual guy that you actually had the original beef with, whether y'all have sat down and hashed it out or not, you know what you've done.
Right.
That shit does not go away.
No, and I hear people talk about sit downs. Oh, you got to have a sit down. We got to sit down and start this. Sit downs only work when you have a structure to the life you live. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of The Godfather. You know what I'm saying? And when you learn about the Italian mafia and all that stuff, you see all those movies. There was a code. There was a structure. You know what I'm saying? If the five families sat down and said such and such is untouchable, he's made man, he can't be hit. That went through the community. Look, man, I know y'all got beef with him, but he's now made. He cannot be touched. There's no structure like that in the street life. In the black street life, there's no structure at all. You know what I'm saying? You got gangs, you got subsets, you got subsets that got subsets to the point where the message won't get all the way down, and somebody see you walking, you a target. You know, you always got a green light on you.
Exactly. Because that's especially with this case. I think when this case is all said and done, At least I hope so. Anyway, because it would be so stupid if it was uh the other rappers. I'm not even gonna start doing all that because you know me. I ain't trying to get involved in none of that. If it's any of the other rappers or whatever, I hope not. That would be so stupid. Y'all millionaires. What y'all doing shooting at each other? But anyway, I think this is gonna be a simple case of some little cats of a hater.
Yep.
A hater in Memphis who is a big dog in the hood, but really ain't got that much bread or really ain't got no bread at all. He's just a big dog in the hood. Was sent his some little cats to go do that.
Oh yeah, but it's just like this, man. And this is not just in the street life. This is just in life in general. If you're from a place where a lot of people don't make it out anyway, and you make it out, you know what I'm saying, and you doing big things, people see you on TV, you're making a lot of money, and you donating stuff back to the hood. Everybody in the hood ain't doing nothing, or everybody where you from, not just hood, but everybody where you from is doing nothing but singing, singing you praise. There's gonna be somebody there who felt like they should be where you are.
Exactly.
And it don't help that, you know what I'm saying, they see you everywhere, and then they might be at home. The old lady might be like, you know what I'm saying, such and such, you ain't doing such and such. You've been trying to rap and this and you ain't going nowhere. Look at this dude. Do what he doing. That builds some kind of an animosity inside you. And now it's like, I can't have what he got, but if I ever get opportunity, I'm gonna take it from him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And going back to where you from, all you do is you make it easy for the haters.
Make it easy for the haters.
You make it easy for the haters. And like I said, we're never gonna see it stop. Unfortunately, the train is too far gone. I've said it before. The conductor is gone. The train is in full swing. It is going, and there ain't nothing gonna stop it. It's just it's gonna become normal, or it's already become normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And you're gonna hear about it. It's gonna be on the cycle for the next week or so, and then it's going something else is gonna take its place.
yeah. The only thing that keeps it in the cycle is retaliation.
Yep, gonna be retaliation.
Because if you already heard, there's already been not even retaliation. I guess a double down. They had a little memorial or whatever, and it was shot up as well today. So,
I mean, and it's gonna keep happening. I mean, Memphis is already a rough place, man.
yeah,
You know, man.
It goes down in Memphis.
But it's. I mean, it's nothing we can do. But I mean, they got this Kyle Rittenhouse case going. The verdict gonna come out as soon as that verdict come out, and it ain't what people want because I don't think it's gonna go the way people think it's gonna go.
I don't either.
And that's gonna be the news cycle, and there's gonna be rioting. They're already bringing in the National Guards and everything. So you're gonna have rioting, you're gonna have protests, and the whole Dolph thing is gonna fall to the wayside for the majority. Now, people that live in Memphis, it's not going away right now. It's not.
It's gonna be. It's stiff. It's stiff out there right now. Police presence everywhere. It's stiff out there right now. I hate to see it because it's us. You know, it's our culture. It's our people. It's when people turn on the news and they see another person shot in Memphis, it's gonna be done by a black person. It's gonna be another black person dead. I mean, it's gonna be us on the cycle for a while, and that hurts because even though I get it, I understand it completely. Right? I understand the poverty. I understand what poverty brings out of people. I understand it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's what the powers at bay want.
Oh yeah,
it's what they want to see because it gives the reason.
Like I'm gonna tell you now, it's like this. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I watch a lot of YouTube. I keep up with the YouTube, you know what I'm saying, guidelines and policies and all that stuff. A lot of the rap music that's on YouTube shouldn't be on YouTube based off the community guidelines.
Yeah.
But it's getting clicks, it's getting views. Now, there's certain stuff that I can't say about certain stuff going on in the government on YouTube. We'll get shut down. We've already had it happen to us several times. You'll get shut down ASAP.
Yeah.
But I can go watch a video of kids talking about murders that they've committed. It's there. It's got millions of views. It's bringing in money. I talk about a certain virus going around. I get taken down. No ads. Get demonetized. But you have
Yeah.
someone talking about a murder that actually happened, and you got Huggies commercials playing. You got Sandals Resort commercials playing.
Yeah.
The people at the top. I mean, it comes down. The
Oh
people,
yeah.
the people at the top allow it. The fans, we continue to support it. You know what I'm saying? By giving it views, giving it clicks. And then the artists, they look at the money coming in and say, well, this is what they want. I got to continue to do this. I mean, it's a never ending cycle. And I mean, right now, today, if the black community said we're not supporting no more gangster rap, and rappers start putting out music and it gets no play, all the radio stations, so we're not playing this, y'all got to change it up. I think it would happen, but it's never going to happen.
Yeah. That would never be able to happen. It's just I think there's such a disconnect between what's actually going on in like rap fans. See what I'm saying? Like there's such a disconnect between because like think about it. Those videos have been coming out. I'm just gonna say I'm going back to the war on Chirac. Those videos have been coming out for years.
Okay.
8 years is like the furthest back video I've seen. 8 years. I'm just now watching them for about a year now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm a pretty avid YouTube watcher. You know what I mean? I'm a pretty avid searcher of things on YouTube. And I'm just now seeing those 8 years later. All right.
Okay.
Think about how many rap fans and music fans have never seen or heard of the war in Chirac. They just know it sounds cool to say the shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people that don't realize it because when they finally do watch it, like me, it messed my mind up because I'm like, I remember listening to those that drill rap, like, oh man, that's go hard, but I'm thinking they just talking.
Exactly.
Then you start hearing the stories. You got these YouTubers that say, hey man, you remember this lyric right here in this song? Well, this goes back to this case. Da 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 da. And it's like, oh, that really happened.
Exactly.
And then when you start listening to the music, now you're listening for it. All right, who are they talking about now? And dude, as much as I love it, social media, it has only amplified it, man. Because now you've made stars out of these guys, and now these people got to please their fans. You know what I'm saying? And people just go read the comment sections. Oh, y'all gotta get y'all get back. Y'all gotta get y'all get back. Not knowing that get back is going to result in somebody losing their life.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying, man. I think there's a humongous disconnect in between the things that actually happen in the streets and then the fans who love the music. Because that's like how many people have gotten ran up on staying in the war in Iraq? How many people have gotten ran up on for talking about the Tuka from Tukaville?
A lot.
A lot of people. Because they just hear it in the music and they want to say it.
Yep, Young M.A. just doing a freestyle and said she's smoking on Tuka. And they got in their inbox, say, hey, there
was money put on her head.
Yes.
There was money actually put on her head for speaking on that. And I mentioned that back in an earlier pod. And that just goes to show you, and that's a rapper.
That's a rapper.
She's an actual rapper who should or who you would think is closer to it than a normal fan.
I mean, I told you, I'm at Walmart here in South Dakota, and I see a kid walking around in an OTF hoodie. And then another kid had on a shirt that had the 63rd with the stop sign line going across it.
And that's what I'm saying. You wear that in the wrong place, somebody running up on you, and you don't even really know
what it is.
You don't really even know what you got going. So it's gonna be hard. I think the disconnect is so far, the gap is so big Because think about it, you're a normal parent. You working normal 9 to 5. You don't listen to no damn rap music. You go
Right.
pick your kids up from school or whatever, and they put their phone on the Bluetooth or plug it to the aux or whatever it may be, and they bumping a little King Von.
Yeah.
It's the edited version, so you don't think about it. You ain't hearing no cuss words. You know what I'm saying? And they bumping in the car. You should riding along listening to it. You are listening to a killer.
Yeah.
Let's just look that. You're listening to a killer. If the guy has really been out there in the streets and is really rapping about the things that he's done and he's a true killer, you're letting your 13, 12, 14, 15-year-old ride around listen to a killer. I listen to it. I'm not gonna say I don't. I do. I listen to it all the time.
Right.
I'm a King Von fan. I've watched him. I'm not gonna say I watched the murder, but I watched the story. I listened to it. I did the research. I watched all the videos. I saw it. I saw the things that he's done to people. You know what I mean? But I am a fan of his music. But I can also see how kids are fans of his music and they have no idea that he's a killer. You
Nope.
see what I'm saying? Because everybody's saying it.
They only look at it at surface level. They look at it as this is just entertainment, not knowing there's something attached to that.
Exactly. I got the drop on this flexing. He from Cake. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's sitting. Cam just said they're making TikToks the crazy story. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He is talking about how he set this cat up, and it's your kids dancing to it on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You don't think it's a dude around the block from where Von grew up that he want his story to be what everybody dancing to on TikTok? Because think his homeboy is the one he's talking about.
Yep.
And now every time he's scrolling down TikTok, it's your little Brady Bunch family dancing to, you know what I'm saying? Your little Brady Bunch family dancing to his homeboy's name. You don't think he wants that to be your family dancing to what he did to his ops?
Yep. So now he got to go back and
so he's got to make the story.
Got to make the story, and he got to make it crazier.
He's got to make it crazier. He's got to have it done.
Dude, there used to be a threshold, you know what I'm saying, in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You left it on wax. The old school cats left it on wax. You know what I'm saying? When you had Big Kane, was it Big Daddy Kane and Rakim? They was going back and forth, left it on wax.
Yeah, but I think it's easier to leave it on wax. I think it's easier to leave it on wax if it starts on wax. When you bring it from a different place, when you bring it from real life to the entertainment, that's when I think it's harder to leave it there. Because at some points the lines are gonna cross.
Yeah, but even now though, now it can start on wax, and now it's hey bro, now it's to the point where hey, when I see you, it's on site.
But you have to name me one that started on wax though. Originally. Like all the way to the bottom of it.
All the way to the bottom. One that started on wax. I would have I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. All the way to the bottom of it didn't start on wax. Yes, a diss song may have sparked the flame finally, but it was already in kindling stage in the streets.
Because I was gonna say Ja Rule and 50 Cent, but that never got physical.
Yeah, he just ended his career. Trash Ja Rule. If you're a Ja Rule fan, please just get up out of here.
Drake and Ye, they never got physical.
Yeah, Drake and Ye, it started on wax, but it stayed on wax. It didn't spill over to the streets. I think this is coming from the streets, it's getting on wax, and then it's coming back to the streets. And we just get to see the street part now. 2021.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's sad, and it's something that it's gonna continue to happen, and it only happens in hip hop, man. Because you don't see Backstreet Boys banging on NSYNC.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We don't get to see our stars get old.
It's not the culture, but I was thinking about this the other day. I'm glad you just said that. It's about the culture, okay? So as Black people, we always we want to throw out there, we came from kings and queens. You know what I mean? Yeah. We came from royalty, whatever. But I think we also forget that we also come from savagery. We also come from warriors. See, I think it's already instilled in us to be that warrior type, and then you throw us in a certain type of environment, and it brings it out.
See, I think we come from warriors, and it's inherently in us. But now these kids don't have. There's not an outlet to let it go. You know what I'm saying? To let it out at. You know what I'm saying? You got these kids that got these warrior spirits, and all they can think is, I'm angry. I want to do something, and now you've pissed me off, and now I'm going to take it out on you. But it's wild because they only take it out on certain people. They don't got that same smoke for everybody.
Yeah,
And
but
that,
somebody does.
huh?
But somebody does, because all warriors aren't the same either. You know, there's a guy out there. There's a guy in the military right now that he's willing to run through, and be the first guy in. And then there's also guys that are gonna hide around the corner until they hear most of the fire and stop. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So they might not have the same smoke for it, but I'm just saying, innately in us, innately inside of black people, I believe the warrior mentality and the savagery. Because some of us came from straight savages. We can't all think we came from the kings and queens.
no, and see, and I had that conversation with you before. There's no way we all came from kings and queens because
Yeah.
one, that's not how a kingdom works.
It's not.
And you got a kingdom, and that kingdom has one king, it has one queen, and that's it.
And that's the bloodline.
That's the bloodline. You don't come from that. Everybody else is peasants.
Exactly. Or some type of something.
Or
Not
some,
not a king or queen though.
yep, you might
And
be
it,
a
but,
earl, but you're not.
but some of us come from way out there in the bush. And
Right.
I'm not saying I'm just saying just look at the body types. You know, I can look at your body type and see, hey man, I don't know if I was no king or queen, look like my family was working. You know what I'm saying? That skin started getting a little too dark. Hey, I think we was out there. I think we was out there, man. I think we was the one carrying them rocks. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta think about that type of stuff, and you gotta think about the savagery. Because let's just take it all the way back to way, 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 way back. It was straight savagery,
Right.
Shaka Zulu's type savagery, eating human. That was part of it. Some of us are from that. Some of us are straight from that tribe. I don't know. Some of y'all like to do the 23andMe and all that good stuff. Some of y'all probably found out some stuff you might not want to see. You wouldn't know.
But I mean, how accurate is that?
I don't know how accurate it is, but I think it's the only means we have right now. Not the only one, but like things like that. 23andMe, Ancestry.com, blase, blase. Follow your shit all the way back. But I think that is one thing that is left off the most. We always want to mention the kings and queen part, but we don't ever want to mention the peasants. Somebody had to be out there in the field working. Somebody had to be building shit. Somebody had to be, shining shoes or whatever the hell. Somebody had to be the one cattle raising the cattle, herding the cattle, whatever it might be. Somebody had to be a shepherd. Somebody in the kingdom, everybody's got their place.
Right.
Everybody wasn't sitting at the top. So when I see because I think that's what has drawn me more to the war in Chirac and the war in Jacksonville and the woes versus the chose in New York and shit like that. I think what's drawn me to that more is like all they're doing is being warriors.
Yeah.
It may be for a dumb cause in my eyes or for a dumb cause in your eyes or whoever's watching it, but all they're doing is they've been raised up on these morals. This is what they do. And it's time to go to work. It's time to go to war. We're at war with another group.
But even then, when warriors go to war, there's an end goal. There's something you're going to war for. And
that's what I'm saying. It may be stupid. It may have got mixed.
I mean, even it should never got started because there is no end goal. Even in the beginning, there was no end goal. Other than this is my area, you can't come in it. But it's an area that you don't own.
It's a takeover mentality, though. It's a take over it.
You're taking over something that you don't. There's nothing to take over. You don't own it because guess what? Yeah, you might beat the next gang over, but guess what? As soon as the city want to come through and wipe you out, they will.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. But they feel like they own it. There's ownership in it.
They feel
not technically. There's no technical ownership in it, but there's ownership in it. That can't be denied. Motherfuckers out here shooting each other for it. There's ownership in it.
But when it started, they all lived in the same building.
I hear you. I hear you. And I'm telling you, it's not a direct effect to the warrior thing, but it's in them. Is what I'm saying. And that is what and I think the savagery we have savagery inside of us more than any group besides maybe Native American. We have savagery in us. Period. And it comes out all the time. You see it.
No, I think every culture has a bit of savagery in it because you can't get to the top without being a savage. You
Yeah,
cannot.
every culture has a bit of savagery in it, but I'm saying when you go back and look and read what groups have been more savage.
No, the one that's on the top right now, the one that's on top, the culture that's on top right now has to be the most savage out of everybody because they're still there. They're still at the top. Okay, Cam said the Vikings and Genghis Khan. Yeah, Genghis Khan, man,
And who messing with them?
nobody.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. You're not gonna go to you're not gonna walk into a I don't even know what is it Korean? Is that Genghis Khan?
Man, it was that whole. I mean, he ran that whole continent.
I mean, you're not going in and you're not going into a Korean spot and causing havoc. You see what happened when you've seen videos of people running up in nail shops and getting their ass ran right back up out of there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's the savagery in them. That's they're going to protect it.
yeah. Kim said it was all. Yeah, he had all Asia. Like he had like, so he had a bunch of kids. Like I think they said I saw a stat during this interview, not interview, but this documentary I was watching on History Channel. It was something like 60 or 70% of people in Asia can trace their lineage back to Genghis Khan because he was having kids. Because what he did, he'd come in, he'd take over, he'd kill all the men, take all the women for himself, and boom. You know what I'm saying?
And that savagery lives on.
Yeah.
That savagery's passed down. It lives on.
What I'm saying is every culture has a history.
I think the culture that's on top. I think the culture that's on top is the smartest culture, not the most savage.
No, bro, looking through history. There's never been a culture more savage.
Yes, there has.
How? Explain.
No, eating humans is more savage than anything you can ever do.
Yeah, and a lot of cultures did that. They come from the Caucasus Mountains. They ate humans.
I disagree.
No, that's a fact.
I'm saying I disagree that European culture is more savage.
What I'm saying is cannibalism is not a thing of just the Zulu nation. Cannibalism.
I don't think it's not the thing of the Zulu nation. I'm not saying it's just the Zulu nation. I'm just saying cannibalism is a very savage thing, and it went on. It went on early. It went on later than any group that was eating people. They were eating people in modern time.
What's modern?
I mean, they're saying they were late. They were eating people very late, very late. They were eating people very late in history.
So was people in the Amazon. They're eating people. They're cannibals.
Yeah, they're savages. And they're more, but they're not the group that's on top.
No, but what I'm saying is
I'm saying the group that's on top is the smartest group. That has nothing to do with savagery. Yes, the group that's on top right now has been savage, but has nothing to do with savagery. The group on top is the smartest group. The group on top is able to put their savage into a line and moderate their savagery.
It's focused savagery. It's focused. Because it's like this. You know when they say like, "Oh, that guy's an angry fighter. He's never going to win."
Yeah,
it's true because he don't know how to control it. But then he might meet a person who's just as angry, if not angrier than him, or more savage than him. But thing is, his is focused. I know how to control it, and I know when to use it.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's all I'm saying about the people on top are the smartest. There's the groups that are the most savage are never going to be on top. We see that right now.
No, I agree with that. I agree.
We see it right now. The groups that are the most savage, and that's what I'm saying. This all stems from is savagery. That's why we see the gang culture so bad in African Americans. We see the gang culture so bad amongst Native Americans because there's so much savagery and it's not channeled.
And the lack of knowledge and wealth.
Facts. Cam just commented that.
It's a Cam. I got that from him. I didn't come up with that.
Exactly.
I get props where props do. I just looked over there and said, oh yeah, lack of wealth and
So I think like the smartest group makes it out, but the most savage group is never going to be on top. We see it every day. But I'm
but
saying that the gang culture is so vicious amongst the most savage groups.
yeah, but what's more savage than turning a group of people against their own people?
I don't
Because playing both sides is pretty savage because you know what's gonna happen at the end.
playing both sides. Playing both sides is savage. But I think it's you. You don't have to. You didn't have to really pretty much. You didn't really have to play people. You didn't have to play a group of people amongst themselves. You just got to put them all in one area.
No, you play them amongst themselves because you start making them see the difference between other people. Prime example. All right. They say about colorism. You dark, you in the field, you light, I'm putting you here. And then I'm gonna make you fight amongst each other. That way I can step back and let you destroy yourselves because you're gonna pick petty differences between everything. Oh, you too dark, you too light, you too tall, your hair too kinky. This you look like a European. Like you start picking all these small things about that group, and in reality, y'all the same people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then once you start all that commotion, you just step back and watch it work.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That has stemmed on forever because those same stereotypes, I guess you could
Go on
say,
there.
go on today.
That's how it happens.
But how does that break? Because we always talk about breaking the mold, right? We always talk about we got to break the mold. We got to change it. How do we change it? It's been this way from the beginning of time. You know, I've gone on record saying some things are just stuck the way they are because they've gone on for so long.
No, I think it's stuck because you can't sit every group down in a room and explain it to them because some people are just hard headed. You know what I'm saying? You got two sides. You got one side that understand, right?
Yeah.
They understand everything that's going on. Then you got the other side over here that they don't understand. But then that side splits into two. You got one group that they just don't understand at all. You can't get them to understand it. And then you got the other side that decides not to. They decide not to understand. They know what's going on, but they just nope. I really be this way. So you can never. I mean, you have to do a Holocaust and wipe people out and start from scratch, and that's just not realistic.
Yeah, that's not realistic. At least I fucking hope not. Fear. People hate what they don't understand, but you can't speak to deaf ears. And that's true. And I think that's a big part of it. I think deaf ears are a big part of it, right? We talk about stuff all the time when we're trying to get things changed or we're trying to get something passed or whatever. But I think the people that you need to talk to don't care to listen.
No, they don't
I
care.
think a lot of people. I think let's just think like the presidential election count. If you voted a certain way and now your feelings are hurt, uh, and you're speaking out on that or whatever, no one's listening to you. No one's listening to you cry and
Not
complain about who the president is. I can promise you that.
because here's my thing. Regardless who wins, Republicans win. The Democrats gonna be talking, and the Republicans is following deaf ears. We don't care. We won. Democrats win. Republicans, wow, we lost this, that, we got cheated, da da da. Democrats following deaf ears.
Exactly.
But each side pretends as if they didn't do the same thing when the other person won.
Exactly.
So, what are we doing? I don't know.
I don't get it. And then we always forget that these guys are coworkers.
Bruh, they sit back like I remember I saw a picture. It was Obama, Michelle, George Bush Jr. and Barbara Bush. I think his wife was named Barbara. I don't know, Mrs. Bush.
Yeah.
And people were saying, "Ah, that shit Photoshop." There's no way Obama would hang out with George Bush and his wife. Nah, G, they do. Because guess what? Although they're two different, they're George Bush is Republican, Obama was a Democrat. Guess what they have in common? They're both president of the United States, and that's a small, small fraternity.
Exactly.
If you think about the history of the United States, it's only been 40,
45, 46.
46 presidents. It's only been 46.
46 presidents.
And what? 6 of them alive? 5 of them alive?
Don't give me lying.
Because you got George Bush, Obama, Donald Trump, Jimmy Carter, and Clinton. 5 alive.
Joe Biden, the
Biden,
president right now.
6 alive. 6 alive. Small fraternity. So yeah,
Exactly.
they hang out.
And we forget that. That's what I'm saying. We forget that these guys are coworkers, man. These guys are coworkers.
It's all bread and circus. It's all we're gonna have these big Senate meetings, and we're gonna Nancy Pelosi, I can't stand you. Oh, Chuck Schumer, I can't stand you. Da 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 da.
Let's go have a drink.
And then it's 5:00. Hey, have a drink.
It's simple, man.
Small, right?
It's simple, and I think that alone shows how blind. I mean, we walk around with our blinders on, right? Like we don't. Or I'm gonna say we because I'm not a part of that group. I'm sitting back and I feel like I feel like I can see it pretty much what's going on. But we walk with as a people, we walk around with blinders on, man. We don't really look and sit back and think these guys work together. Why would I sit here and argue with my friend when they're up here arguing amongst each other, then they're going and hanging out afterwards? How many friendships have been lost over politics? How many friendships have been lost over disagreements on things that are really out of our control at the end of the day? And I think that's the huge thing going on right now in this country. Nobody wants to really sit back and think about what's really going on, or like Trey was saying before, they choose not to. They choose to not listen. They choose to not know. They choose to not follow current events. They choose, that's part of the population as well. So it's gonna be a crazy ride here for a while with that. Well, Trey's gone, so I guess I'm just gonna chop it up with Cam. We having internet issues here on the RTL here lately. I fixed mine. Trey said that he fixed his. Obviously, he did not. Having a couple internet issues tonight, as we did last night. Hopefully, we get him back here soon, so we can finish out this thing, man. We've been rocking here for a little while. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hey, hit the link. Go to YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, I believe. Also, Trey runs the Twitter page. I'm pretty sure. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook. Give us that like, man. Subscribe. Get the notifications when we hit. We said he had to go reset the router. Oh man. But like I said, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe, man, get the notifications on so y'all know when we go live. I want to say shout out to my granny too. See her watching tonight. We got him back for a hot second, but he's gone again. Basketball season is in full swing. Are you back?
I'm back.
Oh my god, man! Hey, it was me last week.
Hey,
and now it's you.
Hey, it'll be fixed next week. It'll be fixed next week. But before I got cut off,
I already gave a whole spiel why you been gone, but go ahead.
I was saying on a small note, man, when it comes to teams, people pitting, the powers that be going back and forth. I'm a tobacco rep. Even when I walk in the store and there's a Marlboro rep, the clerk's like, "Oh, they about to fight." I'm not about to go ahead with this man. You know, because end of the day, guess what? He sells smoke, I sell smokes. We in the same business.
Exactly.
We ain't tripping. Y'all might think we don't like each other, but guess what? When we leave the store, I'm gonna go out in the parking lot and we can talk about playing golf. Well, this guy, me and him talk about Star Wars. So we have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
ain't beefing. Y'all might think we beefing, but it's whatever. But that's how it is. Yep, Cam, we got growing pains.
Growing pains. Hey, it's actually crazy though. Like like Cam saying growing pains because like we uh we jumped off into this new thing, right? Season 2, with 12 episodes in, and now we're having problems. So it's kind of like reverse growing pains. Because we jumped in and everything was good, and then all of a sudden, man, we started having like connection issues. I fixed mine, you know.
Mine be fixed next week. Actually, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have them come in here and put an Ethernet cord so I can just plug directly in. This Wi-Fi is too much.
Yeah, man, it gets tough out here. It even, it gets tough sometimes on the stream. We do this every Friday night, and I don't. Sometimes we're hardwired in, sometimes we're not. And hey, it's a toss up, baby. Hey,
Yep.
hey, Cam, hey, my boy Cam be sweating, but we be getting it done though. But it's come to that point, man. In the show, every week I gotta do it. Mental health checks. Mental health checks. Let me know scale of 1 to 10 where you at physically, where you at mentally, and where you at business wise, man.
All right, man. Physically doing good, man. Went to the gym today, got my workout in. I didn't get to show you this weekend that I'm good. I didn't get to drag a deer with you this weekend, but it's all good though. But body feeling good. So I say physically, I'm sitting at about an 8. Mentally, man, I'm sitting at probably about a 8.5, 9. I ain't got nothing to stress about. Everything's pretty good. Tomorrow's payday, so it's always good. Um, what business wise, everything's good. Oh, didn't tell anybody, but this October I killed a really nice antelope, buck, and there's gonna be a article about me in Eastman's hunting magazine. So be looking out for that.
Give
I got
yourself a hand clap, man. Stop playing with him, man. Stop playing with him. Come on, man. Shout out to my guy.
so I'll be in Eastman's magazine, kind of telling them about my hunt and everything that went into it, and so hopefully that will spark something off for the dreaded archer. And that's pretty much it, man. Financial wise, doing dang good. The winter's coming up, so I gotta start some winter projects. So I'm going to paint the hallways, get the trim done because I had been done since I did the flooring.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So get the trim done, paint. I'm gonna change some lighting, and that's about it, man. So yeah.
There you go, man. Man, for myself physically, I've been running from the gym. Not gonna lie, I've been running from it. But again, I'm booby, so I get up and get it done at the end of the day. But I probably give myself like a 7, man. I
Them,
will say like,
them jeans you was talking about.
yeah, man. I'm telling you, but I like I know like walking out to the stand though, like or walking out to the blind one morning though, like we was walking kind of swift to get out there, and I sat down in the blind, man. It took me a little bit to catch my breath. I ain't gonna lie, I was like I was in it, so I was like
It ain't got nothing about being. It's not about being out of shape. It's just something about one. It's cold outside. Two, you carrying a bunch of stuff, and you just kind of just trying to get there because you're not trying to spook deer. And it's adrenaline. That's all it is. It's just a small adrenaline rush.
yeah. Well, it made me feel out of shape, so that's why I'm at on that. So I'm giving myself like a 7 on there, right there, and then personally, mentally, give myself about a 7 or 8. Chilling, everything Gucci, but just chilling. Uh, and then business wise, man, hey, we turning up. 18 back in town. You know what I'm talking about? Cam, 18, we out here. You know what I mean? We doing it, getting it done every day. Uh, just getting it, man. Just getting it.
Where y'all going this week? Oh, y'all going to Dallas or
Yeah,
Frisco?
we got Friday or tomorrow night we'll be at the Longview game, and then Saturday Pleasant Grove. So
Yeah, man. I need Pleasant Grove to go in and win because Glen Rose is what ended our state run.
yeah. A little rematch, a little revenge season.
Oh yeah.
For about a damn boy, y'all getting old. I was 07.
Oh man, what? 07?
07 when y'all play Glen Rose in
Hey
the
man,
playoffs.
they just turned 32, man. I feel good for 32.
Oh yeah, man. Give my boy a shout out. Give yourself a hand clap right there too. Birthday was on the 13th. Yeah. Yeah, all that good stuff, man. All that good stuff. But man, before we get out of here, you got any last words for the people, man?
Oh, yeah, man. Just like I always said, man, be good people, man, and be the change you want to see.
Facts, man. Hey, R.I.P. Dolph, man. Hey, the street violence, we understand it, but hey, let's come together on something. Let's come together on something right here. Let's leave it alone. Leave it in the streets. Leave it on wax. Whatever we got to do, man. Let's build ourselves up right now. Let's not be on the news for the next 3 or 4 months, going back and forth, slaying each other down in the streets. That's just not a good look, especially with the way the climate is around the country at this time. So let's just get it, man. Let's just like Trey said, be good people. You know what I mean? Do the next man how you want to be done, and we're gonna be all right. The golden rule, they taught you the shit in kindergarten. Come on, man.
Hey, that's not the golden rule I learned in college, though.
Hey, I don't got time for none of your shenanigans, man.
The man with all the gold make all the rules. Shout out to Doc.
Oh man, this is season 2, episode 12 of the Read Talk and Listen podcast. I am your host Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host Trey Reed, and we are out.
Peace.
What? I mean, it's been turning up with her. The girl around us and she loving her. If we don't know you, don't go close to her. If you with your girl, let me hear you say, what?